Hey guys, welcome back. We had a couple things to talk about this morning, so we'll get started right away. The first thing is this new Ice Pick tournament. So we got a new character out, and there's a tournament, dungeon boss kind of raiding tournament going on. Looks like you can get 100 tokens for probably first place. We can go in there and take a look at that really quickly. Usually when they do this, they announce the tournament in the morning. That means that over this weekend, this is filming this on a Friday, over this weekend we're probably going to have a event quest with maybe with special dungeons or something like that so that we can unlock this character or at least gain tokens towards this new character. Now it looks like it's probably going to be a water, I guess it's not a beast, just a demon. There was some speculation a little while ago looking for a water-based beast. We don't have one of those yet either. But it looks like we're getting a water demon, some kind of counterpart for Nitpick that we have as a demon that's fire-based. So we'll learn a little more about that character before too long. But for now, we just know we've got a tournament going on for him. And hopefully we'll have some quests coming out here as soon as the last event ends. Let's take a look in my dungeon and look at the leaderboard to see what the prizes will be for this tournament. Alright, yeah, we've got our 2 days. We've got probably finishing up Sunday night. Open this up. Alright, so a big drop off between the first rank and second and beyond. So you get 100 tokens for that very first one, but after that you're just getting a few. And it looks like they have been pushing these down to further ranks. That's one thing I've noticed the last couple rewards. Previously only about the first, say, 25 would get some kind of reasonable reward, some tokens or something like that for a hero. But now they seem to be pushing that out further. I don't know if that may be in response to larger numbers on these servers and that kind of thing. Let's go back out of here. And we're just getting this started, so I haven't really done... I just did the one raid this morning. But the main thing I wanted to talk about today was gold. How much gold is enough in this game? And what I mean by that is there are a couple things that you use gold for. You use it to upgrade skills on the characters, and then also to do the gold summons. So one thing I've been doing is trying to get all the tokens I can out of the gold summons, out of the great summons here. And you've got a set number of characters here. So I went through and figured out exactly how many more tokens I needed, and if I only got them from the great summons portal, how much more gold would that take? And it turns out for me that's right about 40 million. And you can see I'm worked up to about 11 million now. I figured out that I can bring in a little more than 1 million every day. So that means within the next month I'll be able to have enough gold to unlock all the characters from this great summons. So I think that's a really useful part, and it's a good exercise to go through to figure out how much more you need to get in order to unlock those other characters. Now I've got quite a while before I'll be able to get everyone's skills up to the full unlock section. I've really only maximized skills for a handful of characters, maybe 12-ish, 15 maybe characters that I use regularly, that are fully ascended, max level, and I've got all their skills maxed out. But again, it was kind of an interesting exercise to find out what would it take to get all of them maxed out. How much more gold farming do I have ahead of me in order to do that as well. And I haven't figured it out for my characters, but I have figured out the general numbers starting from the beginning. So if you look at generally each character for any given skill, it costs the same amount to bring it from level 1 up to level 60, and that's just under 900,000 gold. It's like 885 or something like that. So you multiply that up times the 4 skills that you're going to have, including your basic attack, and you've got about 3.6 million for every character. Right now we just got our 50th character, so that means on a total we're going to have 180 million gold needed to maximize all of the skills for all the characters. You got to unlock them all first, but after that is you're going to have 180 million. So similarly, I wanted to figure out how much does it take to maximize all the tokens you can get from the great summons. There are 17 characters in there, and it takes about 600 tokens total. You get 250 for your 6-star, 150 for that 5-star, 100 for the 4-star, and then It depends, different characters start off at different star levels, so you've got a little bit of change up right there. You could have the 70 and a 30, it could be a little different, but it's about 600 tokens. We know that if we do the 100,000 gold, we can get 5 chests each time. So roughly, you could count on about 20,000 for each gold chest, 20,000 for each token. So if you do the math on that, you'll find out that you need about 200 million to unlock all the characters. Now that's if you didn't run and get tokens from any of the levels. And obviously, I think we all do that. We all run the dungeons, get tokens for them. But if you just want to get a general estimate, that's about how much it would be. So collectively, between those two aspects, about 400 million gold altogether to unlock everything that you can use gold to unlock. So a good thing to know that, again, at this point in the game, if it takes about 200 million total, I've got about 40 million left. So getting very close to the end of that, and I'm sure after I lock all of those out, I'll probably run the calculation to see how much further I have to go to maximize everyone's skills. But that's all the calculating I'm doing for now. I hope that's helpful. I think it would be useful for a lot of people as they get close to this point to kind of figure out those numbers and see where they sit. At the same time, I wanted to share another strategy I've been using as, again, I get closer to bringing a lot of these characters up to 6-star at the same time. And just to reiterate, my goal in this is to make sure I don't have a whole bunch of one resource left over, but use up all the other one, and that's kind of my limiting factor. I'd like to be able to use them up all together so I don't get stuck with one and nothing I can use it for. For example, this honor summons. I'm getting very close to being maxed out with a lot of the characters. I've got, I think, over half of the characters maxed to 6-star at this point, and the remaining ones don't have too far to go. So if you get to that point, there aren't too many things that you can use the scrolls for, or at least the value kind of drops off in time. You can still work towards Ella Amherst. I've got her unlocked at this point, but continuing to max her out takes a lot of tokens. But one of the things you can do here is get this chest of gold, and I've been doing this twice a day. I do the reset, so I can get 500,000 gold in each day doing it that way. That's generally the only thing I'm using it for right now. Once I get done, the only thing I'll be able to do is get Ella tokens, and again, you'll have to do a reset each day. So what I mean by that is when I don't have anything else to use for the scrolls, I'll continue to do the chest of gold to get gold each day. I'll probably also try to get Ella each day, and collectively that'll take up about 3,000 scrolls, which is about what I get in. I bring in a little bit more than that each day, but there's really no other reward on this screen that's going to be useful for me. So I want to make sure that I'm doing the gold reward even right now, since I'll probably max out on or have too many scrolls before I have too much of any other resource. And I'm going to need gold for quite a while still going forward. Alright, that's most of what I wanted to point out there. The only other strategy I wanted to talk about, I've been going through with these 3 characters that I have left. I've got Yokozuna and Life Reaper Braum and Phenol here. All 3 of those, they're the last 3 characters that I have that are in the heroic summons that I have some ability to farm tokens for. So with these, I've been going in and trying to make sure that each day, at least when we don't have a new character event to run, I'm going through those and getting the tokens for them. And if I have extra stamina left over, extra energy each day, then I'll go through and refresh it for 15 tokens. It changes, or 15 gems. The gem cost changes depending on your VIP level, but for me it's 15 for the first 2 refreshes for a dungeon. So I can get up to 2 more shots at getting that character token out, which is helping me bring these characters up all that much faster. So collectively, if I do, you can only do it twice for 15 gems, and then it's going to pop up to like 38. So the cost goes up much, much higher. So if I do that each day, it's 30 for each one of these levels. There are 9 levels, so I've got 270 gems that it's going to cost, but I get a lot more tokens. So each one of these, instead of getting 3 tokens a day, I can get 9 tokens a day, as long as I have enough energy to get through it. And with a couple of these last events, there wasn't too much to do, and so I had plenty of extra energy. At 9 tokens a day, I can get through each one of these characters in about 2 weeks, where otherwise it's going to take, approximately 6 weeks to finish up farming for these characters. So that's a big benefit for me, and I think it's worth that cost. It wouldn't be worth the cost of doing a refresh for 38 gems. If you run the numbers on it, it's like you're getting almost an unlock. You're getting about, for 30, you're getting 2 for 30, 2 tokens for 30 gems. So you're going to be getting about 20 for 300, which is pretty close to an unlock anyway, and unlocks are relatively rare in the heroic portal. So a pretty good trade-off in terms of gems for tokens for these higher, more rare characters. And I just wanted to share that as well. Again, it pays to do it over time. You only want to do 2 of the refreshes a day. But doing those 2 will significantly speed up the time it takes, help you to get done with these characters much faster. So that's it for now. Thanks again for watching. We'll talk to everyone soon.
If you liked this, then you're going to love what we have coming out next. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more mobile gaming videos, or check out the rest of the channel for more tips and tricks. If you don't have this game yet, feel free to download it from the sponsored link in the video description below. These downloads help to support the channel and help us to continue to put out more great videos. Thanks again for all your support, and come back soon as we continue our quest, seeking every possible advantage.